So today I'm talking about how to handle insecure and difficult people. I think at times everybody can be at some degree difficult and insecure, but I think it's important to understand that if you let other people's insecurities and difficulties come onto you, then it's going to be a very difficult time for yourself. So I think you have to figure out ways to cope with and deal with this, because the relationships you hold with yourself and with other people, I think, are extremely important. It's like, for instance, talk about business, talk about entrepreneurship, intrapreneurship. That's very important. Even put that aside, there's, even just in general, even just in general, if you're not a business person, an entrepreneur, it's still like having good relations with people, and I think it's going to be helpful to you and other people. If you're around like people who are difficult and they're toxic or whatever, that's like, you have to you have to limit the amount of time you choose to spend with these people, or just completely just don't hang out with them, because like not everybody is gonna like you if you become successful, or when you become successful, or if you like try to improve your life in some type of way. Like, not everybody actually wants to see you do that. Not actually. I think that kind of happens to like a lot of people. They just fall into this like, and the thing is like, I think you just have to like, sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and just kind of do things anyway, because that's like, you just have to like, you kind of just like have to be like, yo, I'm just gonna do it anyway. Like, there's no like, you can't just like continue to like wait around for people to like understand and continually like what it is you're trying to do, because it's just like, like some people probably will understand the things you're trying to do, but like some people just, no matter like what, they probably just like won't understand. So like, and that's in a way that's kind of fine. Like, if they don't like understand the things you're going through, that's fine. But like, you don't have to like spend time like with them. You don't even have to like, you don't have to associate with them further. Like, you don't, like, you can just like be like, yo, I'm doing this thing, and if you don't, if like, I'm gonna talk about criticism, right? Criticism, for instance, like, sometimes things people say, this is what I learned, right? Because I was like literally like completely just like, I pretty much like really, like, I just wouldn't really listen to what other people said, really, like, pretty much at all, really, like a lot of the time I just wouldn't. But this is what I learned, right? We talk about constructive criticism, and then you just talk about hate and just like straight up just like criticizing you for like, that's just okay. So constructive criticism can actually be good, okay? It can be good, okay? But even with constructive criticism, if somebody's like recommending or do this or do that or whatever, you still don't have to listen to it. Even then, like, if it's constructive criticism, you don't necessarily have to listen to it. Then you just have criticism, alright? Then you just have people just criticism, like, these people just like hate you. They're just like, for no reason. They just want to like, they pretty much want to just tear you down for absolutely no reason. Don't let, well, pretty much just ignore that because like, they're just like full of shit. Like, and there's probably like, I would say like, they're probably gonna like stay. They're not gonna like go. like those type of people. So like, yeah, but like there's no point just continually like don't let them like stop you from doing the things you want to do at the end of the day. Yeah, just don't let them do that. Um, yeah, like yeah, like people like not you like not everybody wants to actually see you succeed. That's the thing. Not everyone wants to see you succeed. Like they don't actually want to see you. Like they don't want to see you. They would. Some people would like. They like change. Like they like things will change. That's the thing. Things will definitely change. Like yeah. Even we talk about now. This is what this is. I'm making this. This is I think today is the 22nd of November 2018. I think that like today, like technology is like really really good. In the future, like probably like technology will be even better. So like yeah, like things always change. That's the thing. Like yeah, you might be going through like it might be shit now what you're going through, but I would say like stick it out. Like because like stick it out. Just stick it out because like yeah, I've had situations in my life where it's been like really 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 difficult, but I found if you just this is the thing, just if you just stick it out and then like at the end like initially it's probably going to be really difficult. You're probably going to have there is going to be yeah, it's going to be difficult, but then yeah, you have to act like stick it out and you'll get to the other side and it will be better because that's what I found anyway. Just stick it out because like that's it. Just stick it out. Yeah, you just have to just like keep going and yeah. Yeah, I'll come back. I'll talk about the the criticism part again. Like if you like think what you're doing is just like yeah, like what I'm doing is actually like I know what I'm doing pretty much, and like just then if you like really know like yeah 100% I know 100% what I'm doing. I don't really need guidance or thing from like I just know what I'm doing. Then like yeah, like you don't have to like then just I would just say just keep doing that thing because like yeah, like not everybody actually knows what they're like talking about. That's the thing. Like not everybody knows everything. Like if you like it's just simple. Like you talk like if you go talk to like if you go talk just to like a doctor, they're not gonna be able. They probably like if you talk to a doctor, they're probably not gonna be able to tell you about things that let's say like a lawyer or like an entrepreneur does. They're not gonna know about that kind of thing. So like yeah, that's the thing. Like not everybody knows everything, and you're always trying to keep learning. That's the thing. You're always trying to keep learning. Like you don't always know it all because as soon as you pretty much what I found, as soon as you literally get to the point where you know it all, that's kind of when you stop. So like that's where you just have to like yeah, you just yeah, like yeah, work smart, work hard, and then I think you just keep yeah, keep hard work I think is definitely very important. Like a lot of people don't even like work hard on like certain things, and they like kind of really like they expect to see just like a return from whatever it is they're trying to do or whatever. Like, so yeah, hard work is important. That is 100% paramount. I think hard work is like important, but working like having things that you know, like working smart is really like important as well. You work smart on certain things, and then it just becomes like, yeah, work smart as well, like figure out things as well, because like, yeah, like there's no point just like blindly just like you have to have some end for like something. You have to like know what it is you're going after, pretty much. Well, you have to, like, to some degree anyway, you should know what it is you're trying to go after, know what your goal is. Like, that could be pretty much, know what your goal or your dream is anyway. You can know to like some degree anyway. Like, that's what you're trying to do. Like, you're trying to like, it doesn't necessarily have to be, it doesn't have to be tied to like financial success. It doesn't have to be tied to anything like that. It can be simple things. Like, you don't, it doesn't necessarily have to be, it doesn't have to be these like, it can be like, there's a diverse amount of issues that exist in the world today. It doesn't necessarily have to be just completely like consumer focused and onto those type of things. It really doesn't. Um, yeah. So like, yeah, I would just say like, work. Like, yeah, you still, yeah, work the wheels off it. Just keep working. Like, yeah, like, if just keep going for it. Pretty much, just like, yeah. The thing is, not everyone's gonna like it. That's the thing. Just keep going. Like, they're like, people are gonna like, people might try ridicule, criticize, ostracize. They'll might like say things about you, like whatever, and that happens. Like, you see that all the time in like, you see that all the time in like, it happens to anybody you see that today is successful. Like, that probably happened to them when they were coming up, and probably still even now. They probably still have like, there probably still are people that like criticize, ridicule them. Like, yeah, you just keep going. Like, there's no like, yeah, you just have to go. Like, you pretty much just have to go for it. Like, there's no like, yeah, you have to pretty much. I think you just kind of have to get to a point where you're just like, I'm just gonna have to go for it. Like, there's no like, to be honest, like, yeah, you just have to go for it. Like, that's just the like, there's no way. Like, I don't think there's any really way around that. Like, you just have to go for whatever it is. Like, there's no like, yeah, like, yeah. But I think, yeah, go for it, right? But then the next thing I think is this: be grateful and for like what you do have. Because what I've found is this: as soon as you like you're going for things and you're like really ambitious and stuff, but still like, be grateful for what you do have, because like, there are people who would love to have the position you have. They would like love to have, like, if you find yourself, if you, let's say you're an artist, or you are in a position to influence people to some degree, like, there are people that would love to have that opportunity. Like, so like, just don't take it for granted, and just yeah, like, yeah, like, honor your discipline or your craft. Like, there are people that would love to have the opportunities which you have. So like, do take advantage of those opportunities if you can. Like, do take advantage of the opportunities which are afforded to you. I think that kind of happens a lot of the time. Maybe with young people, they don't just like take your opportunities. Like, you're young. If you're listening to this and you're young, just take your opportunities, and just like, do everything you can with those opportunities. Like, it mightn't be like, you mightn't have like the best, like, maybe like circumstances, but just do take your opportunities. Like, yeah, do take your opportunities and do work, and like, it will, like, eventually, if you keep, you will. I'm not gonna make any promises to you, but I think if you do that, you're gonna put yourself in a much better position than like 90% of people, because 90% of people don't even do that. Okay, like they just like, yeah. To be honest, it's not, and it's not about beating people. It's not about maybe necessarily even competing with people. It's just like, it's about like saying you're gonna do something, and then just like, I don't have like, you don't have to be right all the time. You don't have to be able to like, you don't have to be perfect, but you like do still try be like, try to be at the top of your game. Like that's pretty much what I'm saying. Like don't don't just be like, oh yeah, everything's gonna be grand. Like I'm just gonna do whatever. Like that's not like, you're not like, you're not gonna be. I just don't think if you do that, you're just not gonna be where you want to be. I don't think, just to be honest. Like that's just what I think, to be honest. Anyway, um, yeah, I think especially this time of year. This we're now in like this. I'm making this on the 11th of November, 2018, and like a lot of people, like especially this time of year, they go into like January or December, and they kind of just switch off completely. Like they're kind of just like almost on like autopilot, kind of just like yeah. But this is like yeah, this is like, I know like this is like a time of the year where like it's kind of like we're maybe coming in. It's like a festive time of the year, and like yeah, like I'm not saying like don't go out and like celebrate and stuff, but like don't just like completely switch off and just be like like yeah, like we're probably like everybody's gonna be taking like Christmas will be like around the corner before you know it, and people will be like having like, it will be like festive and stuff. But don't take like okay, this is what I do. I would take like 3 days off, and then that's it, and then just keep and take like 3 days off. So take like, obviously we take just yeah, take like 3 days off, and then just but continues, but then, and that's it. Just keep just 3 days. That's it, and then just hit back again, because like yeah, most people won't do that. Like it's not like, yeah, just take three, yeah. All don't do. I don't think like, obviously do what you want, but that would be my advice. Just do three. Don't do more than that, and then like start working again, and yeah, hit the grind, and you'll make it pretty much. I'll think you'll make it anyway. And yeah, let's talk about right. Let's talk about, this is the thing. This is pretty much my like brand at the moment. This is the brand I want to like create. Pretty much, this is the brand I'm creating. Right, this is the brand that I am creating. It's called Be Exponential. Right, you have to be exponential. So be exponential is for those who don't settle for less than they can be. Okay, be exponential is for those who don't settle for less than they can be. It's not about, yeah, I think, yeah. We talk about people like, do it different, and yeah, be different. Be different. Be a maverick in your own regard, and yeah, be exponential. Be be exponential. That's the thing. Be different. Do different things than other people do. Okay, because yeah, you can just follow what other people do all the time. Okay, but that's not gonna make, like, if you just like, you're probably gonna get what everyone else is getting. So like, do it different. Be exponential. Like, for those who don't settle for less than they can be. Okay, like do it different. Be the maverick. Be the maverick. Okay, that's like, yeah, like, yeah, like that probably sounds like I'm talking about like Logan Paul and all these people or whatever. But yeah, like that's like, yeah, because he always says be a maverick, and like I think to some degree he's actually right. Like, do be a maverick. Like, like this isn't about. I'm saying be exponential. He says be a maverick. I'm saying be exponential. For those who don't settle for less than they can be, so be exponential. All right, that's the thing. Be exponential. Don't settle for less than you can be, and do not just do what other people do if it doesn't. If it's not something that makes you happy. Like, don't settle for like don't settle for something that yeah, don't settle for something isn't going to make you happy. Like, if you talk about like a career or a profession or a particular like thing you're working towards or you want, like, don't just like find something that you actually really enjoy doing. Like, that's the thing. Like, find something that like really like you'd get up every day and you'd be like, yo, I want to do this. Like, this is something that I want to do. Just do that. Like, and then just if you can find something like that, keep doing that. Okay, that's just keep doing that. Like, there's no like, yeah, that there. I think is passion. If you're able to like keep doing something, and the thing is, not everybody's gonna support the things you're doing. Like, not everybody's gonna give you a helping hand in everything. Like, there's not gonna be. It's not gonna be easy. That's the thing. It's not gonna be easy all the time. Like, it really isn't. Like, it's hard as shit. Like, it's really difficult. It's really fucking difficult. Like, if you like, yeah, like talk about like even businesses and stuff. Like, there's stats will show like 90%, 99% of businesses just go. Like, that's like, and that's like they just like literally go. Like, there's no like that's how like the world of like entrepreneurship and businesses is like that's really competitive. Like, that's like not a whole lot of businesses actually make it like through. Like, that's like so like I don't know. Like you have to take it like if you're listening to this and you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a business owner, then like know this. Like, I'm not going to tell you it's going to be a cakewalk, because it's not going to be a cakewalk. It's going to be like it like you're going to come up to challenges in your business, and you probably will come up to challenges just in your like your personal life as well, because like when you look at entrepreneurship and starting your own business, like most people actually like don't want to do that. They'd rather just have a 9 to 5. Like, they like their freedom is like a Friday where they like come in at whatever, like half they get a half an hour off earlier or whatever. Like, they literally have yeah, like they've just decided that they're just not going to go for it. They're just not going to pursue what like the things they just decided. They're just not going to just gave up on their dreams. Pretty much, they just gave up on their dreams, their aspirations. They just pretty much just gave up on that. They just said, I'm just going to settle into whatever life they gave me, like, so yeah, they just settled into the life that was given to them. They just were like, yo, I'm just going to settle for that, but like, no, like, you shouldn't just settle for the life that society or whatever is going to give you, because like, yeah, I talk about like mavericks and stuff, and like, this is the thing, right? To start off with, right? I think societies and stuff don't actually like mavericks, like people who like somebody who actually does do something different, like, and does something that not everybody else does. Like, to start off with, there probably might actually be a mistrust, even some people have, for you for like choosing to do that. But the thing is, I think down the line they're gonna they're gonna be like to start off with they'll be like that. Down the line they still might even be like that. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like, it's difficult. That's the thing. That's the thing. They like, you see all these people like they like talk online about like self-help gurus and all this stuff, and it's like the reality of like real business and like even like like if you look like it's a lot of work. Like that's the thing. Like it's extremely there's a lot of work that goes into this kind of thing. Like if you're not prepared to put in the work for this for like if you just it's just pretty much game over because like it's gonna be like you're gonna have to like there's no way around putting in work. Like there just isn't. Like there just really isn't. Like yeah, people talk about like motivation. Like motivate yourself. Like there has to be like you have to be able to like if you actually want to be an entrepreneur, you will have to be able to motivate yourself. If you want to be an athlete at the top of his game or her game, you will have to motivate yourself. Like there's no like talk about motivation. Like there's no like you're just gonna have to like bite the bullet and motivate your like there's no way around that. Like it's not gonna be like it's not gonna be easy. So that's why I think discipline is far more important than motivation because discipline you do it even when you don't feel like it, you do it anyway. With a little bit of discipline, you can go far. But like mere motivation, because you could think about it, you could have like a shit ton of motivation. But like, if you think about motivation, motive, it's just a reason to do something. So you could have a reason to do something. You could have like, you could have loads of motivation, but still not do it. So therefore, like motivation doesn't really like. That's why I think discipline is just more important. I just think like, it's far more important that you're disciplined in like what you do. Like especially if it comes down to like I think a lot of the time it just comes down to diet. Like you have to like diet. Like your diet has to just like yeah like diet well. Diet well and like eat foods that are nutritious. Find foods that like you like to eat and that you know are like healthy for you. Probably like people like there's a lot of kind of I think like misinformation about like food and stuff. Like a lot of people that like aren't really like into fitness and like health that would want to become healthier or fitter. Like kind of like maybe even like struggle to find like the right information on that. Maybe not. Yeah, but like I think the most important thing, diet is very important. That's important. Like what you eat, what you put into your body is really important. Like I'm not saying like don't eat unhealthy shit because like we all like to eat unhealthy shit, but just don't be doing that. Like you have like that's how you really know. I think if somebody has discipline, is if you see what they eat like consistently. If it's healthy, then you know. If it's healthy, you know they are disciplined. But if you see what they eat on a consistent basis and it's just whatever, and you know it's unhealthy, you know they just don't really have that much discipline. I think that's like. That's not set in stone. That's not like, but I think for me anyway, that's like if you're around someone and you want to like see, like if they have like how disciplined they like are. Like I'm not saying like I do eat like unhealthy shit as well, but I do it like 1 in 7 days. Like that's that's what I'm talking about. Like discipline and stuff. Like I don't do that like every day. Like 1 in 7 days I will eat like unhealthy shit. Like for the rest of the time like I'm eating healthy shit. Like and that's like that can be like very difficult, especially if you are around people who do not eat healthy. That's like pretty much that can be like really difficult because they're just not eating healthy. So it's just kind of just like so it just makes it that's the challenge. Like just that's the challenge, right? I'm gonna make a challenge for you for the next from this day. Today's the 11th of the 12th 2018. From this day till the 11th of the 12th 2019, I want you 6 days a week out of 7 except for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and St. Stephen's Day and the one day of the week where you eat unhealthy. I want you to eat healthy and eat impeccable for that amount of time. And if you can do that, I'm impressed. Like if you're able to do that, I'm impressed. That's like that's real discipline. That will take like that will be yeah, that's a challenge. if you want to take on that challenge, feel free to do so. You can take on that challenge. Yeah. Actually, another thing I want to talk about is sensationalism in like the media as well, to be honest. Like, this kind of annoys me, to be honest. Well, I'm not sure if this even annoys me, but it's kind of just like, you see all this sensationalist hype on television, you even see it on the internet now. You see it like all this stuff, and it's like none of this shit is like it's just base sensationalism. Like, it's not like, it's just like whatever. It's just pure entertainment, pure gossip, pure drama. Like, I don't think these kind of people are really the people you want to be around. Like, people just gossip on drama and just try to fill their life with like problems because they just need something to like to do just cause. Like, that's not like the people you want to be around. I don't think, like, you really do not want to. I don't think you want to engage really with that, to be honest. Like, if you have the opportunity not to engage with that kind of behavior, then do take it. I would say my advice to you is, do take it upon yourself to not engage with that kind of behavior, because that's not gonna it's not gonna help you become successful. It's not gonna help the people around you. It's just not gonna. It's just like, it really won't help you, I don't think, to be honest. Like, yeah, that's just not gonna help you. What else? What else can I say that would be of benefit to somebody who's listening to this? Work, like, just, yeah, I said that before. Actually, I said that before. Um, Go up against it. That's the thing. Like, I know I said it's not about beating everyone. It's not about like just trying to beat people, because like, I think that's a mistake some people make. It's not about just beating everyone. That's the thing. Like, there's no point in just trying to like beat everyone at what you do. Like, obviously, if you're doing that, you're probably very competitive. But just go up against it. Like, that's the thing. Go up against. Like, don't just like challenge the status quo on things. Like, challenge conventional thinking. My challenge to you is challenge conventional thinking. Be unconventional. Like, step outside the box. Be unconventional. Challenge the status quo in a multitude of ways. Like, figure out ways. Like, this is what I'm looking at, right? I'm looking at like, at the moment, I'm kind of looking at the environment, climate change, and I'm thinking there's just literally basic things people could do, and it would literally just stop climate change. Like, that would like literally, like, if people were just like some people don't even believe climate change is like a thing, and I'm like, for me anyway, it's just like, there's like science to back it up that it is. Like, I'd just like rather just be like, yo, like, the science is here, let's just like use that science, you know? Like, yeah, it's people like that's the like thing. Like, it's just like, if you look at cars, like, just like think outside the box. We look at like a company like Tesla and like all these companies which have electric cars. Like, they're good for the environment. Like, they're not gonna like, people think that electric cars, like, that's I think there just needs to be more electric cars. And also people like, and then also like these people that are like interested in animal welfare and like veganism and vegetarians, and they're maybe interested in the moral side of like food and stuff, and like, that's like, I think that's, in a way, that's kind of important. For me though, like, the way I believe the way like someone like meat and stuff is produced and made, it just isn't good for the environment in that way. And that's why I think they're just like, yeah, for me it's more, I think for me, meat, like, I eat meat, like, I do like eat meat, but I just think the rate at which people consume meat, and it's just the way it's just produced, is probably actually doing more harm to the environment than people realize. People keep like focusing on like, cars and like the emissions that cars give to the environment, And yeah, that's yeah, that's still important, but I think more so because it comes back to diet. Like diet is important. Like pretty much, yeah, diet is really important. That's the thing. Like yeah, just know when you're trying to get like food and stuff. Just know where your food is coming from. Like is this just question it? Like is this being produced in a way which is sustainable to the environment and it's gonna like help the planet in like the long term, or is it not? That's just like ask a question, like read the label, like do you like be like, yo, is this gonna help or is this not gonna help? Like, is this just like, did they just produce this to make a bang for their buck or whatever? Because like if you look at like even like nutrition and stuff, like a lot of this, like pretty much if you're an average consumer